Hey, Kendra Coots and Emily Rose, you want to tell me why you told Taurus that you didn't believe that TR was Ronald Lee's? And what business would it be of yours? Unless you were sleeping with my husband. That's the only reason you would get so pissed off about something like that. It was either that or you guys purposely taunted me because Sharmika was your friend and you guys were mad with her. Don't be mad at the victim. I'm not Ronald's wife. He raped me. And for you women to sit up here and behave like you did, and then to have Amber Barton go on the stand and try to say all she thinks about is sex. I know for a fact Amber got me mixed up with Kendra Coots. Not to be funny, but that doesn't even fit me where sex is concerned. Especially after you look at Kendra Coots and her history. That's a shame. And then we go to Emily Rose. The only reason she did what she did is because of the Weesaws and the Native American stuff. She was pissed off because it wasn't her idea. These guys knew my history and my heritage and all of the information that they needed in order to try to manipulate the situation. This is a problem that we have within the Cass County Department of Health and Human Services. I'm not the first person they did it to. Not only that, they've got a pattern of doing this type of stuff. I have to wonder if they're doing it to get off sexually, especially when these guys' focus is so much on sex. They were pissed that I didn't sexually abuse my daughter. That's a problem for me. When you were angry that she wasn't abused, that's a problem. Because you guys are forcing abuse on kids? Why? That's why I have an issue here. These guys are more concerned about pointing the fingers at each other than they are at actually finding out what happened to these kids. And that's a problem. They're acting like immature little children in a situation that's so grown up and so serious. Kendra Coots needs to be arrested. So does Emily Rose and anybody else who's involved in my situation. And I really hate to think that they did this to get off sexually, because I'm hearing more and more about how Emily and Kendra and James O'Keefe are sex addicts. That's a problem for them, especially when they're putting kids in the middle of it. All these orgy parties I'm hearing about these guys having ran and attended and all this and that. You guys are disgusting. You need to get help yourselves. How you even have kids in your care is beyond me with the stuff that you guys have done. I've also got a teacher in Niles I've got text messages confirming that there's been some orgy parties going on with the teachers. Knowing that some of you are professors like James O'Keefe and participated in that is disgusting. But he calls himself a leader and a role model. You're pushing people into sin. And you're getting angry when there's no sin there and they're good, righteous people. That's persecution. And these people need to be arrested for it. I'm not the only one that they've done it to. They should be ashamed of themselves. Especially bringing the Native Americans into it. And that situation, you know, the tribe of Thanksgiving, Emily. With God's love. God bless America. Have a blessed day. And back the blue.